Yeah, but it's symptomatic of underlying feelings and other ongoing situations. It's not an unexpected, it's not a completely unexpected event. I think I understand. Also, from my own experience, the end is symptomatic of the beginning. The end is always visible at the beginning. It's a personal philosophy I have
Mm-hmm.
from observations in my life that nothing ends in an unexpected way,
Mm-hmm.
or rarely. I mean, there's always an exception to the rule. But if you've ever watched a boxing match or a tennis match, um, like uh, I choose tennis as a good example actually because Wimbledon was this weekend, and I don't watch tennis, but some people around me watch tennis, and I saw a few of the matches. In fact, I didn't watch the matches. I watched about 2 minutes of the matches. Yeah, and in those 2 minutes, I observed the body language of the players. And the winners looked like they were going to win, and the losers looked like they were going to lose. It was all there in their body language.
Mm-hmm.
And the now it can change because we're human beings and we can change our direction. It's not easy, but it's just possible. We can uh, we can turn things around. Um, Problems are always stressful, right? You're only shocked if you're surprised. You can't be shocked for what you know is coming. The answer to that is to be sure of yourself. To be sure of to know yourself. Or on the other side, you can't see it because it's not there, and you can't feel it because it's not there. There's a difference between reality and virtual reality, um, for sure. Yep, it makes sense, and so is another perspective on the fact that love is not just one thing in one way, but a multitude of different things, positive and negative, that express themselves in different ways. Well, these sometimes these events happen to point us in the right direction, or to highlight things that we need to recognize. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
obviously that film was so popular not just because it was well directed and scripted and acted, but also because there's an element of truth in there about people's
Mm-hmm.
relationships. And you know, the the bell of truth always rings. The bell of truth always rings very clearly in the back of our mind when we hear the truth. So it's it's something to maybe the seed of the idea was planted a long time ago, and it's just come to fruition at this moment right now. Yeah, it's hard not to imprint our personal perspectives onto that. I mean, being a Christian, I believe that these types of things exist. I believe that there are signs from God to point us in the right direction, just as other people believe that it's just general coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
It's a personal perspective that I have that things around about us very often happen in order to realign us and to help us with what we need to know. Um, my explanation is that um, it is a sign from God, so to speak. Although there's a strong argument on the other side from other people that it's not, and I understand that as well. Um, so I would, yeah, I think that everything that happens around about us can have the potential to help us wake up to something new, to wake up
Mm-hmm.
to a realization, and we never know quite what it's going to be. You know, you can watch a film four or five times and still see something new that you never saw before within the film. And
Mhm.
and and so we can live our lives like that as well. We it takes years to get to understand people.
Mm.
People are very complex creatures with they're tied to their own histories in ways that even they don't understand. And
Mhm.
and so it's it takes a long, long, long time to get to know a person really well. And so that's what relationships should be like sometimes, because we're not supposed to learn everything instantly, I don't think. We're supposed to go through some
Mhm.
errors and some trials. Uh, the trials and the errors help us to correct the things that we need to correct within our own lives and to understand more things. There's nothing that happens that can't lead to a greater understanding of things. And so, your own ability to self-reflect and look at what's happening around about you and to analyze things and to think about it because you care about it, um, will lead you to where you need to be. That can only happen in a very personable way through personal experience. And people need partners like that. People need partners who are going to think a little bit about what's going on and
Mhm.
reorientate themselves where it is necessary to uh, to re-examine things. Um, and worse would be to not examine and to not think and to not care. That would be much worse. Yeah. So those are all good things. Those are all definitely good things to be very much aware of and to care about. And we you mentioned judgments earlier, and I don't think you can reach that point without. I don't think you can reach that point if you're judgmental. So I think it shows that you're not judgmental in your approach to those ideas, because you can't reach that conclusion if you are judgmental. You can only reach that conclusion if you remain open to that possibility.